Hey guys, so today I did this very monochromatic peachy eye look that I think would be beautiful for Easter. So let's just get right into the video. Okay, to start off with, we're going to start with the face today. So for primer, I'm going to use the Benefit Professional. It's just my favorite primer. And I feel like it just really blurs the skin. And I like to put it right here in my smile lines, because I make a lot of facial expressions. Okay, for foundation today, I'm going to be using the LA Girl Pro Matte foundation. I love this foundation, y'all. It's only $8.99 at Ulta, and for some reason when I bought mine on Ulta, because I bought two shades, it gave me one for $5. So I don't know if that's still going on. If you don't know what shade you are and you want to order, maybe you can get one for $5 still, but it's only $8.99. Which is a really good deal because this is an amazing foundation. You'll see, I'm about to put some on my face. First, I'm going to use the shade Medium Beige, and that's a little bit too light, so I'm mixing that with beige. And I'm just going to dot this all over. This is probably still going to be a little bit too dark for me, but it's okay. I'm going to be blending that out with this Morphe brush. It doesn't have a number because it came in a set, but it's just a really densely packed kabuki brush. And I just start to work this in. For concealer, I'm going to go in with the MAC Prolongwear Concealer. This is in the shade NC20. And I just pumped it onto my little tray. And I do a few dots under the eye. And then I like to work this in a little bit with my finger, because this is a very liquidy concealer. And then take my beauty blender and blend this out. Just to add a little bit of a highlight, I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Fit Me in Fair. It's just my favorite, okay? It's the best at the drugstore in my opinion. It wears so good and it looks really, really good on my skin. And I'm going to do a little bit of just cream bronzing, not really contouring. And this is the Wet n Wild, I think it's the Mega Glow Contour Stick. It doesn't really have a name. This is in the shade Where's Walnut. And I'm just going to put this right here. And use a little tiny blending brush to blend this out. Now I'm going to be setting my under eyes with the CoverFX powder in light. For bronzer, I'm going to use this little Stila cheek palette. It doesn't have a name, but this is what it looks like. It's just a basic little palette. And I'm going to go in with this fluffy powder brush with the bronzer and just bronze up my face. With this look, I'm not really worried about contour and all. I just want the skin to look really fresh. And for blush, I'm going to use this Estee Lauder Pure Color Envy sculpting brush in Alluring Rose. It's pretty much a nude brush. It's pretty much a nude blush, so it's just a really natural flush of color. And I'm actually going to go in with a little bit of this Jelly Pong Pong Cosmetics Caribbean Sun Bronzer Duo. Why would you make something this little? You can't get nothing out of that. I have to like squeeze my brush just to get the blush, because I just want the blush. For highlight, I'm going to use the highlight that's in this Stila palette. I really love this highlight. It's so pretty. And I'm using the Morphe M501. And since I want my skin to look pretty dewy, I'm going to kind of go, not crazy, but I want this highlight to be everywhere. I want to be glowing. Now I'm going to spray my face with the Pearlescence Cucumber Water, just to set down the powders. Got a fan. Okay, now our face is done, and I'm going to move on to my eyebrows. I'm going to use the Anastasia Brown Pomade in Soft Brown. I'm going to do my eyebrows off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, so the eyebrows are done, and so now we're going to move on to eyeshadow. I don't know how to explain how I feel about the Subculture Palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I don't suggest buying this palette, but if you're like me and bought it the second it released without seeing any reviews and are stuck with it, this is an eye look that you can do with it. I can't even function. Why is my eye so itchy? Oh! It's my eyelid. It's not my actual eye. You can see that this looks like it's barely been touched besides these few eyeshadows right here, because that's the only 3 that I can make work. The rest of them I've tried and they're patchy when you try to blend them out. They're very pigmented, but they just get so patchy and muddy, and I don't like it. I don't want my eyeshadow doing that, personally. And I'm actually going to take a little bit of airspun powder and not bake, but just put some under my eyes because there's going to be fallout, and I want to be able to wipe it away pretty easily. Okay, to start off with, I'm going to take just a really fluffy blending brush and go in with this Roxy shade. It's just a very pretty peachy shade. This is the only shade that I actually enjoy out of the whole palette. And I'm going to tap that off a bajillion times. And I'm just going to start blending this all over my eye. I'm not being precise with this or nothing. I'm just blending it all through my crease and bringing it out. With that same brush, I'm going to take a little bit of Dawn, which is a very, very, very light transition shade, and I'm just going to pop this right above that crease area just to give it a little bit of dimension, something to fade into. And I'm going to put the peachy shade on this brush, and I'm going to pack it all over my lid. This is pretty much a one eyeshadow look, literally. And then I'm going to go back in with that first blending brush and just smoke that out. It's not really smoking, it's just diffusing the color. And now I'm going to take the smallest amount of this brown shade in this palette right here. This is the Tartelette palette. And barely pop this just right on the outer edge to add the smallest bit of definition. It's not even enough to hardly make a difference. And go back over it. Okay, that's literally all we're doing on the top of the eyes. It's so simple. So now I'm going to brush away this baking. And I drag this peach shade out pretty far just because it is subtle, but I want it bold at the same time. And all I'm going to do is take a little defining brush, and I'm going to go in with that Dawn shade right there, that really light transition color, and I'm going to run this all underneath my eye. And then I'm going to take the Roxy shade, the peachy shade, and run it underneath my eye. Now I'm going to take this little highlighter. I'm pretty sure that this is Sin by Urban Decay. I'm not sure what it is because it's in this little Z palette, but I'm pretty sure this is the highlighter called Sin by Urban Decay. And I'm going to take this little tiny brush and I'm going to pop this right on that inner corner. Now on my tight line, I'm going to use MAC Costa Riche, and I'm going to try to keep this right on the top and not let it get onto my waterline. Because on my waterline, I'm going to use the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk, and I'm going to put this on my waterline. And for mascara, I'm going to use this Eyeko Lash Alert mascara. I've been really enjoying this. So that's the eyeshadow. It's really simple, but I think that it's very pretty, and it would be very pretty for Easter if I have this video up by Easter. And for lips today, I used the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in Buenos Aires. If I said that wrong, don't laugh at me. I was really bad at Spanish. Okay. So this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. It would mean so much to me. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.